Hello and welcome to episode 13 of the Late Night Gaming Show. My name's Tim, I'm your host, and joined to the left of me, I've got...
Jodie
thought. So, just to give you a little bit of a channel update, we've put out more videos than we've ever done in a week this week. We've had 7 videos out, so there's loads of fun and games to be had here at CGNgames. So make sure you check out some of our really cool videos. We've had a cereal unboxing, which is one of my favourite videos we've ever done. It's a good laugh. We even have a winner chicken dinner on PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds mobile. So there's like loads of really cool stuff for you to check out. But that's not why we're here, is it, Jodie? We're not here for updates. We're here for the news. We're here for the jokes, mainly the jokes.
No.
We're also here for some in-depth conversation, as always. So without further ado, we're not going to mess around. We're going to get straight into section 1, which is Joke of the Week. Welcome back. It's time for Joke of the Week. As always, Jodie's looking quite angry already. As always, I'm going to tell a terrible game-related joke. Jodie's task is to not laugh. She already looks like she's struggling, not even started. So currently, the standings are Mike is on 2, I am on 4, and Jodie is on 0.
I think that's disgusting.
I think it's hilarious. I think that's the greatest joke of all. But I am going to go super easy on Jodie. I don't want to get through halfway through this year and you have no points, because that just makes everyone sad. So I'm going to give you an easy one today.
So basically, you're feeling guilty. You're like,
I'm not feeling guilty.
I'll give you one, because then I can just trash you for the next 10 weeks, and then I might give you another one. That's what's going on here.
Maybe that's the way it goes. But I'm going to give you this is a classic game joke.
Okay.
This is a classic game joke. So you may have heard this before, which might make it a little bit easier.
I don't know this if you've heard it before, and I'm still laughing.
I'm going to do my best. I'm helping you out today, Jodie. I feel like I'm doing the Christian thing. I'm helping somebody in need.
Such a good Christian.
Thank you.
I don't think I'm in need, but anyway.
So here we go. What is a toilet's favourite game?
I don't know.
You're supposed to say that. I don't know, Tim. What is a toilet's favourite joke? This is joke etiquette here, Joe. Right, let's try again. Okay. What is a toilet's favourite joke? You're laughing at me like you're What is a toilet's favourite joke?
Today. What is a toilet's favourite joke?
Call of Duty.
Oh no.
She's holding it together. She's trying her best. I can't believe you're laughing so much before you start.
I know.
Don't laugh, Jodie. Don't do it.
Move on to
Don't do it. Hold it together. I can't believe that. I can't believe it.
No.
I feel so sorry for you, because you tried everything in your being to stop yourself laughing. So, what was it this time that made you laugh? Because
I don't know what it is.
It's
not even funny.
Was it the word toilet?
No.
Is that what it was?
I think it's just the fact of me going, don't laugh. That's what it is.
And you got that mentality that it's gonna fail. Okay, so I tried to help her out this week, and it didn't happen.
It didn't work.
So as always, if you are I hear that girls go to the toilet together. I don't know why that happens. So maybe while you girls
they're just more sociable
when
you guys.
When you girls go for toilet break, and you run out of things to say. You're standing around a cubicle while another girl is doing a business. I don't know what you girls get up to. If the conversation runs dry, you don't know what to say, having girls' night out, gets a bit quiet, you can use this joke. I'll allow you to use this joke. So as always, use this joke in these social settings. We give you a different social setting every week, because we like to keep it relevant. So, here you go. Girl asks, will you come to the toilet with me? Group of 5 girls go, yeah, sure. You 5 girls, well, six in total. You go to the toilet, start talking. It gets a little bit awkward because you hear a little drop in the toilet. She's clearly doing a business. It's all a bit awkward. No one knows what to do. This is what you do. You go, guys, what's a toilet's favourite game? And then you hear from the cubicle, I don't know, Jodie. What's a toilet's favourite game? And the answer you will say is Call of Duty, and the whole toilet will erupt in laughter. Guaranteed. So use that one with your friends and your family. Maybe don't go to the toilet with your family, but go with your friends. Unless your family is a little toddler and you need to take them to the toilet, that's fine. You can share the joke, but they can't play Call of Duty.
I think the toddler would laugh at that, but not.
But they can't. They're not old enough to play the game, so.
I know, but I think.
Well, I tell you what.
Like a poo-related joke. So.
I tell you what, girls. Try it and get back to us on the success rate of the joke. Okay. Thank you for your time, and with that over, let's get into section 2, which is what have you been playing this week? What you been playing this week? Welcome back to section 2, which is what have we been playing this week. So we've been incredibly busy. You can see from our YouTube channel we've been incredibly busy.
We have.
Jodie, have you managed to fit in any time for game-related things?
No, not really. Literally, I think I played one game of Fortnite, and that's it.
Wow.
Literally went on, played
That's
the game,
big for you as well.
died,
Been into it.
and left. I was like, I've got to go and do some other stuff. That's what happened.
It's quite upsetting, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a little bit. You think game-related channel you'd be playing all the time, as we said earlier, but yeah. What about you, Timmy?
What have I been playing? So I've been kind of the same. I've actually played a few games, but very short periods of time. So I've not been able to play half as much as I usually would. But last week you may remember that I stated that I would not buy Kirby and I would wait. I can confirm the following day I went out and bought Kirby.
I knew he would. I should have put money on it because I would have won.
So I don't know what it was. I think it's just, I just love the Switch so much. I just want games to play on it. But I played that a little bit. I've not played loads of it. I do think it's better than the demo and stuff, but we're going to talk about that later in the reviews of the week. So played a bit of that. I've also picked up another game on the Switch, which you don't know about. I actually bought Scribblenauts Showdown. If you remember, we talked about that a while ago.
We did.
I picked that up on the Switch, and it's really fun. Really fun. So me and Beth have been playing it. It's a little bit like Mario Party. It's a little bit, and the mini games are funny and stuff. It was a good laugh. We had a good time.
Cool.
I don't think it's worth the price that they want you to pay for it. I think it's probably worth half the price they want you to pay for it. So it's not a full price game. It's like 30 quid.
Okay.
I think it's probably worth about half of that, to be perfectly honest. But it's a good laugh. I think it's a good party game that I feel like a load of us could play all the time. So I'm keeping it for now. It's good. And I also we got a surprise that PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds released on mobile.
Yeah.
And I discovered that I'm actually really good on the mobile version. I'm absolutely garbage when it comes to the PC or the Xbox version. But on the mobile, I'm just like taking people out left, right, and centre. It's great. So I've been enjoying that one as well, and I didn't actually really enjoy that game before, so that's been good too. So that's kind of been the main few games I've been playing, and then I've also played a little bit of Sea of Thieves.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have our thoughts on that a bit later. I don't want to give too much away. I don't even want to say if it's good or bad. You're going to have to wait and see in reviews of the week. But yeah, so played that a little bit as well.
Nice.
But every so often on the show, in this section, we like to share things we've also bought. So I've actually bought a few little things. So you may have, if you watched the show, was it last week or the week before? I can't remember.
The week before, I think.
Was it? We talked about Toys R Us, unfortunately, is closing down. So I went for a little trip up there. I got there way too late. Like, half the stuff's gone. All the good stuff had gone. But I did pick up a few things. So I thought it'd be funny to. So there's a game called, right? I'm just gonna pull something up. So there is a game called Yokai Watch, and this game was really big in Japan. It didn't really take off as much here, but they wanted it to be like the next Pokemon.
Okay.
And it even like kind of functions a little bit similar. So you're almost like catching each of these like monster type things. But you see, they're called yokais, Jodie. Right? And you're thinking, why have I got a giant watch? Now, I'm going to point out, I have really bought this for a laugh. I've not bought it for personal use. Because it's clearly a child's toy. But basically, right, with yokais, once you catch them or befriend them, you don't throw stuff at them, you just befriend them.
So you
get a friendship medal. And these medals are how in the anime and in the game, he puts these medals into the watch to bring these monsters out. So instead of throwing a Pokeball, he puts one of these in his watch.
So they're all stuck in his watch?
No, it's more like, think of it like a really rubbish phone. So instead of me just pressing call Jodie, I have a little picture on a circle of Jodie, and then I slot it in my watch, and it kind of calls, and you're like, yeah, I'll come round for some filming. And then you come, but apart from they turn up instantly.
Okay.
So that's kind of the deal. I've played the demo of this game, and it was okay. Now I have the watch. I want to buy the game, probably play it the whole way through. So we're going to do a live demo test of this right now. I say live as in like I'm going to do it in real time right now. This show clearly isn't live. But we're going to do this without any outtakes. We're just going to enjoy it. So Jodie, I'm going to hand this over to you. You're going to take this out of the box while I get a few other little goodies up. So I'm going to give you the task of that. I also went yokai crazy. And I got a few other things dirt cheap in the sale. So these medallions, you've got to have somewhere to keep them, don't you? So I have got
you've got to have somewhere to keep them, Tim.
I have a yokai watch folder, collector's binder, and if I open this up, I can actually keep all my medallions. Oh, I broke it. Wait. I can keep all my medallions in this handy little folder. Now, I'm not gonna lie. The collector in me, when this first came out, I wanted it, but they were expensive. But now everything's gone out of business. Pick them up, they're cheap. So we're gonna try out some of these. So I've already got some, and then I've also got this little figurine. That also, the only reason I bought this was because it comes with a limited edition exclusive medallion.
Okay.
And this is the most pointless thing in the world because it basically just sits there and holds your medallion. I don't know why. But we're gonna check that out in a minute. So, Jodie,
mate, this will take all this down.
Just rip it open. I'm not planning on.
I thought at the beginning, it's gonna be like thingy over the box like he did with his Meebos.
No, I'm not doing that. It's going straight in the bin. Not the watch. I'm keeping the watch forever. My future children will play with this watch, Jodie.
Mate, that'd be like finger. I'm not gonna say.
So I can confirm I paid almost next to nothing for this stuff. Get rid of that. Whoa! Oh my word, Jodie's face just lit up. Did you see that? I wish I could zoom in on this, but her face is just amazed. All the noises.
Just attached. What is wrong with kids' toys in this? How's a kid meant to get this out?
Because it's secretly for adults. It actually works for real. Like we put these in there. These little cats and stuff are going to show up. All right, so I can confirm they make a big deal about saying that this watch cannot tell the time.
Oh yeah, because it's kind of stuck on like one bit. Let's see.
So do you want to? I'll sort out that. You open this one up.
That's still got bits attached to it.
So still got. Oh yeah, there's little plastic rings. So they do like to make sure this stuff is secure, don't they? My gosh.
Yeah, I feel like because it's got that much sellotape on it that someone's opened it and tried to take it back.
I'm just gonna try and rip this. I feel like this is gonna hurt me.
It's a bit of plastic.
It's not plastic. It's like jelly.
Oh.
It's like jelly.
See, how kids meant to get into this? Like, if I was a kid, I'd been like, nah, I'm not doing this.
Ah! Alright, I'm gonna rip it with my teeth. Great, did it. There we go. So, I can confirm I have an Apple Watch. We're gonna find out if Tim is gonna be swapping watches after this.
And if you are, I'll have your Apple Watch.
We don't joke about those things, Jodie. Okay, let me get this on. This is hard, this is difficult. She's got in there. She's not impressed with that little figurine at all.
I'm just not.
Oh, I need it a bit tighter. Pinhead, how big do they think these kids' wrists are? My word. Okay, there we go.
We'll have to start putting holes in them for the little ones.
Right, I'm feeling powered up and ready to go. There you go. Just casually walk down the street with that, no problem. Yeah. So the purpose of this thing, so this is a yokai, Jodie. This is what they look like, what some of them look like. So if you're ever thinking, you know what, I really wish I could put this on display. Well, Jodie, you can.
No. There's no need for that.
And the funny thing is, right, I have another one here. It's one of the main characters, actually. You're supposed to put this one in here, but it doesn't actually fit, which I feel like is a major design flaw.
Well, I don't think it fits in there either. Or only just.
So that's money well spent right there. Right, okay, Jodie, are we ready? We're ready for the test. So I'm gonna. Oh my gosh! Can we just see that again? I literally nearly cried then. So excited. Right, here we go.
Sounds like a spaceship.
Right, Jodie, which one do we want to go for first?
That one.
We're going to go for the sort of ghosty looking one. Okay, here we go. Oh, you ready?
What's up, my corporeal friend? I am Whisper, at your service.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so we're going to try the cat now. You ready? So, will this make a different noise?
Yeah.
It should do, but how would it know? Here we go, Jodie. Here we go.
There you go.
Really busy, right? Meow.
Oh.
Ah, did you hear that? Right,
These are as bad as your jokes sometimes.
right, we have also got, I need to try, well, let's get rid of these stickers. I want to try one of the sparkly ones. So I have a special shiny right now.
Okay.
Here we go. This guy is some sort of weird beetle thing. Jodie's excited. I can see she's like curious what's going to happen. Here we go.
Shiny, innit?
That was the worst one.
Do that again.
Here we go again. That's more like it. I love the tunes. Okay, Jodie. I think that's good. Right, I think, Jodie, you don't need to put the watch on, but I feel like you need to experience. This section's gone on way too long, but that's fine. I want you to experience putting one of the medallions in, so you can choose. Here we go.
We'll do that one.
She's going for a different cat.
We're going for that one.
Yes, it looks like this. So this is what it hopefully sounds like.
Because it bumps on the back. That's why they know.
But how does that work, Jodie?
Because they got things there.
It's crazy.
So they sit it down certain bumps and then it knows.
Jodie's struggling to.
I can't even get it in.
Come on, Jodie, you can do it.
Oh, mate, my kids aren't having this. I can't even work it.
Maybe this is like a series 2, and this watch doesn't support it. Oh wait, there we go.
Why would the watch not support it?
Here we go.
There we go.
I love the tunes. It's all about the music. Don't you feel like it's a satisfying click though when you push it in?
Yeah,
well, try a different one, Jodie. I don't feel like you can handle that kind of power yet.
Oh, that's the wrong way. There we go.
But satisfying click in it when you push it in. It's not going to take away my Apple Watch privileges, for sure. I feel like Jodie is going to be sat here playing this for the rest of the day. She's just going to be popping them in. And
I'm just going to put this over there.
okay, Jodie, can you escort these guys off the table? So that wasn't the only thing. I also have. I also picked this up. So when I ordered this, I actually ordered this online.
Okay.
And it said DS case, and it was in the shape of a Hyrule shield. Or Helion shield, sorry.
You're saying that?
So I was so excited. So that's of Zelda.
Oh, that shield that he carries around.
That's right. So I was expecting a little case like this big. Look at the size of that. Why? Why is it so big?
Someone shot an arrow at you.
So I'm going to let you open that one up. See, all these cool things you get to open, you don't need to rip it. It's just stuff there.
Are you more?
I'm just saying you can make it life more difficult for yourself. So if I just come down here as well.
It's not as fun, not ripping it. It's the whole point in ripping stuff in it.
So look at that. You can feel the quality on it, can't you?
Smells funny.
Nothing like sniffing a case.
Doesn't smell funny.
So let's open that up. Look at that. So
It's
unnecessary.
not bad, I expected nothing
if
less.
you can, you see you've got some slots for your game cartridges there. You've also got a nice pouch. This supports any 3DS or 2DS. So the flat 2DS, the large 3DS XL fits them all. So there you go. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's like over the top, and like that's a pain to carry around in your bag, isn't it? But there you go.
If you love
It's a cool novelty.
Zelda, then there you
Exactly. Job done. And then finally, like this is like show and tell
It
back
is
in
like
primary
show and
school.
tell.
This is why this show is the best. It's the best. Jodie,
go. Go on.
you know how much I love Amiibo. I have a relationship with Amiibo that borders on
Tim.
I would marry Amiibo if I could, but I can't because I'm married. That's not the only issue. The fact that I'm married it also would be illegal. But
I don't know.
But I'm married, so I have to keep my relationship professional. But I do love my Amiibo. And
What have
if
you
you've
done?
been following the show for a while, you'll know that I was a grand total of 4 Amiibo away from victory, from world domination. We got the silver one. We got a silver one boxed and unboxed.
Tell the people what you've done. Go on.
But Jodie, so what we needed was a gold Mario.
Yeah.
We need a gold Mega Man. And we also need Box Boy. All of which come from other countries. You can't get the golden Mario in our country or any of the ones I've just said. So the gold Mario, gold Mega Man, America. And then
Box Boy.
Box Boy's Japan. So I can confirm that we have got Box Boy. Here he is.
Oh.
In all of his glory. So this also comes with the game. It actually seemed like it was more expensive to buy the Amiibo on its own, which is just weird. But this comes with a game that I can't play because the 3DS is region locked. But I'm going to open this bad boy up because there's the copy of the game.
Okay. We don't have a clue what it's called.
I'm not even going to open that because it's pointless. You stay there. Let's stand that up.
You know when you're
It's not going to stand
mad
up.
into collection is when you're ordering stuff from Japan with games that you can't play on yours.
Absolutely. So you also get soundtrack, which I'm assuming I can use, although I can't read the titles. So there you go. That's kind of cool. Oh, I don't think I even. It's pop. Oh, it even comes in a nice little protective sleeve. So there you go. There's the soundtrack, and then Jodie. This is the bit we've all been waiting for.
Let's see him.
Oh, beautiful. There he is, in all of his Box Boy glory.
So what does Box Boy actually do?
What do you mean? What does he do?
In the game? What is his point? Like Mario
So
runs around saving a princess.
he
What
doesn't
does Box
really.
Boy
I
do?
don't know if he has a point, but it's more like puzzle platforming, I would say. So he basically does puzzles, and like he has multiple different games, and he does different things in different games.
Okay.
I'm not going to go into what they are because I only know some of what stuff he does. But I think there is a Box Boy game that you can actually play in the UK. It's a downloadable game on the eShop. So there you go. Box Boy is alive and well. But Jodie, the magic doesn't stop there because Tim has managed to pull it off and get himself a gold Mario Amiibo. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. Can you believe it? Can't believe it, can we? So you may notice that this is the Japanese version. I actually picked this up from a store in the UK. Couldn't believe I found it. And it is like quite bashed in the side and stuff. I do still want to get an American version of this boxed, so it fits on the shelf beautifully. And then this bad boy will get opened and join the Mario collection over there, and it'll be beautiful. And all will be well with the world.
There you go.
So it's been quite a busy week for Timmy. Quite a busy week. But still, I mean, the important thing is that we got a real yokai watch that we can just pop stuff into whenever we please. So, I mean, we may as well just stop doing YouTube now because we've done it.
We've hit the dream.
We've done it. We're living the dream. Yokai watch whenever we want. So, this has been a rather strange but interesting what we've been playing this week. I would assume that next week, what we've been playing this week will be Yokai Watch, the physical Yokai Watch. So we hope you've enjoyed that. And without further ado, let's go on to section 3, which is the news.
It's time for some news, yeah. It's time for some news.
Okay, welcome back to section 3, which is the news. We've not got a lot on the agenda today, Jodie.
I think that's a good thing after this crazy week we've had.
We have got 4 items on the list.
Nice.
So we're going to get straight into it. Number one, we had a Nindy showcase recently. We had a reaction video up of it. So if you want to go into all the details about all of the indie games that they announced, it wasn't even that many to be perfectly honest. Go and check out that video. I'm not even going to feel bad about plugging that because I'm not going to sit here for another half an hour going through all those announcements.
No.
But probably the most noteworthy one on there was that Banner Saga 1 and 2 is coming to the Switch, as well as the brand new one, number 3, which is going to be coming out later on. So that's kind of cool. That was a nice little announcement. It really wasn't that amazing, the Nindies event, to be honest. And I think the thumbnail of the video expresses that. So go check out that video if you want to know more about the Nindies event. It wasn't really pushed that much. So if you've not seen it, go check it out. It's good. Okay, moving on. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds just randomly got released. I feel like it was a few days before they just said, "Oh, it's coming soon," and then literally just dropped. So I was just sat there minding my own business, and then I just saw it pop up, and I was like, "What the heck?" Pretty crazy. So Jodie, you are a massive Fortnite fan.
Yeah.
Talk me through your feelings about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Are you excited about this? Are you interested about this?
From what I've seen, no. Because
Very thoughtful.
I hate the mobile version of Fortnite. So I don't think this is going to be any better. But the thing I'm more looking forward to is that I don't have to run everywhere.
That is a
Because
positive.
I can get in a car and just run people over.
Yeah, and it is good that. Not running people over in real life.
No, in the
games.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so I've been playing it quite a bit, and again, this is going to be another shameless plug, but I actually won a solo game, and it was the best day of my life.
We saw the
I really
reaction.
hope Beth doesn't watch this video because that might cause our marriage some issues. But it was so... I just never thought I'd ever win one of these games, and I was just like, for some reason, I'm just really good at the mobile version. And I won, and I couldn't believe it. But if you want to watch the actual moment where I won, we actually put up some gameplay footage of it, and we got the footage of me actually winning it, and it's awesome. It's so good.
I've never seen him so excited about something in my life.
And it's just genuine happiness. Just so much joy. So go check that out. But I've got to say, I'm really surprised at how good it runs and everything. But again, we're going to look at that in reviews of the week. We've got a lot of reviews going on this week. So check that out. Also, Ark Survival Evolved got announced for the Switch. I feel like all these big open games are just getting released on everything at the moment. It's crazy. So you've been interested in Ark Survival Evolved at all? Dinosaurs, surviving.
I wasn't till I watched a YouTube video by Ali A.
Oh, right.
And he put a Pokemon mode into it so you could go and catch Pokemon.
Oh.
And I was like, that's sick.
I can
How
heard
do
of
I
that.
get all of this? And then he was like, oh, it's on PC. I was like, that's out.
Nope.
That's not happening. So I don't know if it's going to come to PlayStation or not, but at the moment it's on PC.
It's already on PlayStation 4.
Oh, is it? I think he was doing it on PC with his girlfriend.
But
so.
I think there's mods and stuff on that game though. I don't think that's on PS4.
Oh, no,
that's
I
probably
know.
what it is.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is.
That's why he went and did it on finger.
But I think I remember I tried a free weekend of it and I didn't have a clue what was going on and I just gave up. So on paper, I should love it.
I think
Jumping
he
on
looks
dinosaurs
boss.
and stuff. Are you messing?
I
I'm
think he
all
looks
about the
boss.
dinosaurs, but apparently, I mean, obviously, my costume in Fortnite is a dinosaur
Yeah.
or an iguana,
He looks-
one of the two. But it looks pretty
I
sick.
think it's an iguana.
I prefer it to be a dinosaur.
Well, it's not.
Okay, and then our final one, yes, there are only 4 things on this. So there's been a rumours come out because there was a listing put up for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. So this obviously got a lot of people excited. I think it's really random that it would be this year. So be excited about that, sure, if you really like that. But apparently it's only the single player. So the listing was, it's no multiplayer, just the single player, and I'm really confused by that because I think people are going to be so annoyed if it's only the single player.
So you're just getting the story mode, is that what
Yeah.
you're saying? That's fine with me.
I mean, it's fine with me too. Now, Modern Warfare 2 had that one horrendous scene, you can skip it, if I remember, where you go into an airport and just gun down a load of people.
Oh, yeah.
Like, really bad. But you
don't
can
think
skip
you
it, but I remember I played Modern Warfare 2 and it was really good. Didn't play that scene. But I just don't understand why they cut the multiplayer out. I mean, I'm not that bothered either, but I'm just like, why? But then I had a little click in my head. So the recent announcement of Black Ops 4,
Yep.
and apparently, if people noticed that it said PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and it didn't have the Switch logo on there.
It's disgraceful.
So my theory was that they were holding the announcement of the Switch version for E3.
Yeah.
But then I wonder now, are they actually going to be bringing Modern Warfare 2 remastered to Switch instead of Black Ops 3? Is
true.
that what's happened?
might be
I'll
what's
still be
happening.
disappointed because I think it'd be really good to have like a fully fledged Call of Duty on there. But if they get the multiplayer on there, I'd rather have Modern Warfare 2. I'd rather have if they put the multiplayer in as well. But if it's just the single player, it's kind of just like, why? You know what I mean? So we will see. I really hope that we get both on the Switch. That'd be really cool. But I think they're going to annoy a lot of people if they don't have the multiplayer in it.
I think that's what's going to happen.
So there you go. So this has been the news.
It
So
has.
let's move on to
Short
section
and sweet.
4, which is what is out this week.
Can someone tell me what's out this week? Hey-oh.
Welcome back to section 4, which is what is out this week. So we have 6 games. This is a big week. So
Wow.
March is traditionally, well, for the last sort of 3 or 4 years, has been a massive month for games. All the companies try and get the games out just before the fiscal year's over, get a bit more money in there. So it's been a bit quiet right up until now. So this is what is out this week. So as always, I'm going to run through what's coming out this week, and then Jodie is going to tell you what you should buy if you are determined to buy a brand new game this week. So number 1, we have Detective Pikachu on the 3DS. That's right, it comes with a big amiibo, so Tim's going to be there day 1. Number 2, we've got Ni no Kuni 2, which is on the PS4. So if you don't know much about this game, it's Studio Ghibli, which is probably the most well-known anime studio in the world. They've made loads of amazing anime films. They actually partnered with a games company and made a game out of it, which is really cool.
Nice.
I can confirm that I am getting Ni no Kuni 2, the collector's edition, which is really expensive, and that's coming tomorrow, and I'm going to be sending it straight back because I thought I cancelled it, but apparently Game didn't believe me. So I'm a bit worried about that. So that is going to arrive here. I'm going to want to take it out of the box, but I won't be able to because I need to send it back. There you go. Number 3, Totaku. So you're thinking, Totaku, I've never heard. That's
Nope.
a game. It's not a game. It's kind of like Amiibo, but it's the other game companies. So it's got like characters from all like PlayStation games, Xbox games, bunch of other stuff.
Oh, okay.
So you've got Crash Bandicoot in there. You've got a character off Bloodborne. You've got a Wipeout ship, which is really cool. You've got some characters off Tekken. There's actually a Ni no Kuni 2 one. There is a Sea of Thieves one.
This is something I could get into.
Parappa the Rapper. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this is exciting. This is
I know I've got my pop figures,
oh my gosh.
but
If you get into this, Jodie, this could be a team up thing. I'm excited.
we can do this.
We
too.
can do this. So I'm excited about it. Beth is devastated about it because now this is another set of things.
But where are you going to put
My
it?
amiibo collection is just beautiful. We worked that out once they come.
We're going to put shelves up along
So,
the top of TV.
I want to say that actually this was supposed to be coming out on Friday, and now the release date is being pushed back again to 4th of April. So I have no idea why they've changed the date 2 days before it's supposed to come out, but these are now coming out in like another 2 weeks. Bear that in mind. So this isn't coming out this week, so you can't say buy this week because it's not. I just had it on the list because it was at the time. Number 4, A Way Out. So this is the co-op sort of movie experience. The guy who's been mouthing off all over the place, like at the Game Awards and stuff, like really funny. So that I think this game looks really cool, and I don't know how much it costs. If it's a full price game, I'm like, ugh. But it looks really cool anyway, really different. Number 5, we got Far Cry 5. Don't know how I feel about that game.
I don't.
Gonna wait and see more. I want to see a bit more about it before I take a plunge.
Definitely.
And then finally, we've got MLB The Show, which is the most polished sports game I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, they bring it out every year, and it's PlayStation's exclusive MLB game, so Major League Baseball. I know you're thinking, why are we excited about a baseball game? But like, honestly, the graphics on this thing is ridiculous. Like, it looks really good.
Okay.
So those are your 6 games, and just to confirm, Detective Pikachu comes out on Friday, Ni no Kuni 2 comes out on Friday, Totaku is delayed, A Way Out is on Friday as well, so Friday's a big day. And then on Tuesday, we've got Far Cry 5 and MLB The Show, which actually MLB The Show comes out on the following Friday. So, Jodie, which one should our viewers buy this week?
Detective Pikachu.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
No questioning that, is there?
No questioning that. And, you know, there's two reasons. Not because the game's awesome, it's because
It's that
there is
voice.
an amiibo and the box that the game comes in is yellow, like Pikachu. That's pretty cool.
I'm just thinking Pikachu's voice just makes me laugh. So I'd play it and just laugh all the way through it.
That gets my vote too. So this has been what's out this week. So without further ado, let's get on to section 5, which is reviews of the week.
Oh, it's time to get funky. The reviews of the week.
Welcome back. It's time for section 5, which is reviews of the week. We have got 5 reviews to get through. I am going to blaze through these. I am not going to spend hours going through them all. We do say this every time, but I'm going to go for it. I'm determined. And then Jodie's going to help me out on the last one, which we'll get to.
Okay.
So, number 1, Kirby Star Allies. I said I wasn't going to buy it. I totally went out and bought it. I said that the demo was rubbish. The demo is rubbish. The game, a little bit better. That's the review. No, that's not. So, the premise of this game is like the traditional Kirby is that he like sucks in stuff and then he takes on their powers. It sounds weird. Let's just accept that. It's like it would like me eating cake and getting the powers of cake, which is tastiness.
No.
That's what it would be like.
We do get the powers of cake, though.
So, what?
We do get the powers of cake.
How do we get the powers of cake?
We get all the sugar and rubbish going
We don't
through our
turn into a
systems.
tasty cake, though, do we, Jodie?
No, I don't want to turn into a tasty cake. People will eat me then.
So, like, if you sucked in a knight, sorry. So when I'm saying it, he like opens his mouth up really big, goes, and then he consumes it. Sounds pretty sick, to be fair. It is. But he'll take in the knight, and then he'll get a sword and a little hat and he can go around and do stuff. There's another one where he sucks in some sort of rock monster and he can turn into different rock formations. It sounds really weird, and it is, and it's too hard to explain. But the thing with this game is it's called Kirby Star Allies because you can throw hearts at the enemies now and they become your friend, and then you can use their abilities and they run around and help you out. So think like Mario Odyssey where he throws a hat at an enemy, kind of turns to the enemy and you can do stuff. It's like that, but they, instead of you taking control of them, they just become your friend and run around and help you out. Okay. I've got through the first world and a half, and my problems with Kirby, I never think Kirby is actually that good. I never have, never will. And I feel like people who love Kirby so much, it's because it's a Nintendo character. That's it. I feel like it's just that nostalgia. But it's very floaty, like it feels very floaty when you're playing it. It's not like, it doesn't feel like Mario, how it's just like really precise and stuff. And it feels like really slow as well. There's also like, they go ultra cutesy on this thing. Like way over the top of the cutesy thing. So there's certain points where you'll get like, if you have 4 characters that you become friends with, you can make a friendship circle. And you'll roll down a hill as a friendship circle, crushing everything. Because, you know, the power of friendship, Jodie, can overpower anything. Also, each of your like buddies that you get, whoever you choose, they also have health bars as well, so they can die. But let's say you're like, you befriended a knight.
Okay.
And you're thinking, oh gosh, he's not got much health, I want to make sure he's okay. You see a piece of cake, which gives you health. You can run up to the cake, eat the cake, go up to the knight, give him a kiss. The power of the kiss gives him health.
What a load of rubbish.
A load of rubbish. So basically, you can have moments where you just go around just kissing everyone.
I don't want to, though.
So it's quite funny, but one thing I will say is the game is beautiful. The graphics are beautiful. So game score, I gave the demo, I think it was a 7.
Okay.
I'm going to give the final game 6.5. So it's gone down. The demo was bad. The demo shouldn't have got a 7. The demo should have got a 3. But the game itself, it's quite, like 6.5 doesn't mean it's a terrible game. It doesn't. It means it's okay. It's a hard okay. That's what we're going for.
Okay.
Morality score wise, like, unless you have an issue, well, Depends on
around
your
kissing
stance.
things.
That's what depends on your stance of going around kissing rock monsters to give them health back. But I'm gonna give it an easy 9. It's like the most child friendly thing in the world. It's a little pink bubble going around being nice. That's essentially what it is. So there you go. Next we've got Scribblenauts Showdown. I alluded to it before. It's basically Mario Party but Scribblenauts, which is like looks like hand drawn little characters running around. Lots of mini games. Well, there actually isn't that many mini games, which is the issue. So the main issue is the actual game is fun. The mini games are fun. I think it's one of those party games you could probably get out every so often, have a good time. But there's not a lot of mini games. There's not a lot of modes, so it's over. It feels like it's over quite quickly. So to sum up, I'm going to give it a game score of a 7 and a morality score of a 10 because I don't think there's any issues there. That was a quick one. Number 3, Sea of Thieves. What a terrible game. What a terrible game.
Rubbish.
So I played this with Beth. We had a good time. We were pirate buddies. We were sailing the one sea, not the 7 seas, just the one sea. And it's just really boring. Like I'm so sad because you know how up I am for pirate games, and the actual mechanics of sailing the ship and going out and just doing stuff is fun. But the problem is all you're basically doing is fetch quests. So there's one island that you can get quests from. You basically go up to a guy and go, I want to take this quest. He goes, okay, go. Here's a map. Look, there's the treasure chest. You go to the treasure chest, pick it up, take it back, get money for it. And that's the whole game. There's not really much to it, and to make it worse, there's like all these like sort of complicated systems, and it doesn't explain anything. There's no tutorial or anything. It took us about an hour just to work out how to take out a quest and start it. So I'm going to talk you through how you take out a quest, right? Let's see if you can work this out. So you have to find the one specific guy that gives you a quest.
Okay, so
then you have to choose
itself.
one of 3 that don't actually give you any information about what the quest actually is. You take out the quest, but the quest isn't active then. Then you got to go back to your ship, go underneath the ship, go to a specific table that you then choose one of the quests that you chose, put it down on the table, but it's still not done then. Then you've got to vote on it. So you press A just to say, yeah, okay, it puts a knife down. But everybody in your party has to do that or else it's still not active. So Beth has to come over, she has to say yes. Then it gives you another little map that shows you a picture of an island. Then you've got to go to the big map, find that island on the big map. Some of these islands are tiny, so you're literally zooming right in and just going up and down the map until you find the one little island that you want to go to. And you're thinking, why am I wasting my life doing this? Then you find the island, and then you can actually go to the island on your ship. So that is the process for taking out the easiest of quests. Does that sound like fun? And it doesn't tell you how to do any of that. It just go and do it.
That sounds like the most complicated thing ever. And it sounds like a waste of time.
Absolutely. So it's just such a shame because it feels like they've got the base game now. The graphics that look great. I love the art style. The sailing the ship is awesome. You kind of like everybody kind of takes roles on the ship. So somebody will be like pulling the sail down. One person will be in the crow's nest, like looking out. One person will be actually driving the ship. One person will be like, you can go like if another ship starts attacking you and cannonballs hit your boat, you can get holes in your ship and it'll start filling up with water. So somebody's going to like get a plank out and go and plug the hole and things like that. All these really cool, funny things. And that part of it is great. It's just everything else. So the actual stuff that you're doing isn't fun. The actual there isn't even that much to do, which is the issue. It kind of feels like this game has another 2 years worth of development that needs to go into it to actually make it the whole game that is. It feels like this is like, here is a demo of what the game's going to be like. You know what I mean? There's no story. There's no like explanation for anything. And that's kind of the problem. So to me, go on, you can like
So-
say something.
Let's say you go on this quest,
Yeah.
you find your treasure.
Yeah.
What do you do with the treasure?
So you can't just open the treasure chest because the first question to me is, I found a treasure chest. Why can't I look in it and get stuff out of it? No, I pick up a treasure chest, take it back to my ship. You gotta sail back to the guy. Now in between this, there could be another player's ship come and they could just rob it off you. They could kill you and just rob it, and then you just wasted like half an hour, 45 minutes getting it. So then You get back to your base, the base area. You take the chest off. You hand it to a guy, and he gives you a bit of money for it, and that's it. Now the problem is day one. So me and Beth, when we were playing it, we did this about 3 times. We got about 3 different chests, took it to him. We sold it to him, and then we noticed that we didn't actually have any money. So there was an actual bug in the game where you'd be handing in these chests, which is the whole game, and it wouldn't give you any money back. And we weren't the only ones that experienced it. Like, this was a massive problem loads of people were experiencing. So we were just like, I'm out. I'm not playing this until we fix it, because it's pointless. So, yeah, it's a bit of a mess at the moment. And all I can really say is it makes so much sense why Microsoft have done it the way they have. They brought the controller out 2 weeks beforehand. Everybody was confused why, because the game sucks, and they thought probably people aren't going to buy it if we put it out after. Number 2, why did they put it on Game Pass for free? We all know now, because if I had paid 45 quid for that, I'd have been devastated, you know what I mean? Because it's just not worth it. It's worth about a tenner, in my opinion, between 10 and 15 pounds. It feels like one of those like indie games that cost you about 15 quid, and everyone's like, oh, this is boss for 15 quid, and it would be, but not for 45 quid. Not by a chance. So that's why Microsoft had done that, because we had those 2 scenarios. Either it was Microsoft are just going for it and they just think this is the way they're going to make the most money, or is it because the game sucks and they're like, this is how we're going to get the most people playing it? It's definitely option number 2. And it doesn't fill me with hope for Crackdown 3, because that's in the similar boat. And a lot of people who got hands on first were saying the game was not shaping up well, and that's coming to get to Xbox Game Pass 2. So it's just not great, and the whole even like inviting people, it didn't work half the time. Like, it's just a nightmare. So to me, as it stands, the thing is, we could play it loads more, and then loads of other types of quests open up, and it gets really fun. I'm assuming that's not going to happen, because that's not what I've seen. So for me, it's got a temporary score of a 4. A 4.
Okay.
And that is, so on the scale, that is below average. Which is really disappointing. I hope it gets better, because you know I love my pirate games, Jodie. And then on the morality side of things, I guess it's not great. Is it? The thing is, you don't actually have to steal other players. Like, if you see another player, you don't have to kill them and rob the stuff. You can actually work. You could work with them and,
It's true.
you know, start a pirate crew and have a great time. But that's generally not what
Sail
happens.
the 1C with 2 ships.
So I'm just gonna give it a straight up 7, to be honest. There's no swearing. The violence isn't. It's all like, I think, Pixar-y type thing. So it's not too bad, to be fair. Okay, that is Sea of Thieves. PlayerUnknown's Battleground Mobile. I can't believe how well this works. Graphically, it looks great. Controls are always going to be difficult, so that's kind of the problem. I'm not going to go into loads about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's basically Fortnite, but way harder, way bigger. Got vehicles. It looks more realistic. That's the general gist. No building. So, to me, the mobile version, the original version wasn't great. To be honest, it runs like crap, to be fair. So, to me, this also gets a 5 out of 10 with a morality score of around about a 3.
Okay.
There you go. So, we got through them pretty quick. Sorry if it wasn't as in-depth as you would have liked. I can't. I'm stressing out just thinking about what I've just done. But Jodie, I'm going to let you take it away on this one. So this is Fortnite Mobile. We were super excited about this. We got on the beta early. We were excited. There's a video up as well of some gameplay. Talk us through, Jodie, because you are the biggest Fortnite fan at CGNgames.
Yeah.
Talk us through your experience of the mobile version.
So, I got the invite off Tim, downloaded the game, thought, this is going to be sick. Took it about 30 minutes to download because my internet was rubbish that day. So, downloaded it. I thought, it's going to be boss. Signed in. I was like, oh, it looks amazing. It looks good. It just looks like the one on the console. I'm thinking, this is amazing. So, signed in, went on solo. And I thought, let's do this. Flew onto our house, smashed my way in with my axe, opened a chest. I thought, I'm doing well. I'm not happy with the moving about, but we're okay. The next minute, went to go through a door and I couldn't get through it. Just wouldn't open. I was going mental. I was like, why ain't open, why ain't open? So I ran to the other door, tried to get through it. That one wasn't opening. So I'm like, what is happening? Someone ran up the stairs. I'm stuck between these 2 doors that don't open. And he killed me. So I wasn't very happy with that from my first go.
Okay.
And I've had a few instances like that. And I've stood at doors and I've tried to open them, and even front doors, it looks like I'm just trying to unlock the door. Honest. So
Can't find my keys.
yeah, so that's a bit of a bug at the moment with the game.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, graphic wise, it is toned down a little bit because you're on a mobile, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it still looks good.
It's crazy how good they look.
Yeah.
I can't believe I've done it.
I wouldn't have realised that it was on a mobile if I wasn't holding it. And I was like, this is quite good. But I mean, it's all the same really as the other one. It's just buttons everywhere. It's a bit fiddly to move around.
There's a lot of buttons.
Like,
They need to add controller support for sure.
Yeah,
but I think
definitely.
they're hesitant to do that because then it makes it like not a level playing field, isn't it? You know what I mean? If you're playing on that with the touch screen controls and then there's somebody's using the guy with the controller is going to kill you every time, aren't they?
Yeah, but I would say after playing it on the mobile, I would say that I'm a lot better on the console now because I can see what's happening and I'm more and more aware now on the console. But I would say for a game score, probably a 7.
Okay.
6, 7.
Yeah.
Just because it's very similar to the normal one, everything's exactly the same. And then morality score. Well, you're killing people, aren't you? So it's not going to be very high. But let's give it a 5.
Okay.
Just got to give it in the middle. It's okay. No blood and guts, so we're okay.
Yeah, it's very cartoony and it's made to be fun like that, and that's why the rating is only a 12, and I probably kind of agree with that. It's kind of like it's the thing. I think it's a good like if you're a parent at all watching this, it's a good like middle ground. Your kids, if your kids are like, oh, I want Call of Duty or I want these dead aggressive games, or like it's a good middle ground where it's not like it's not like crazy violent, but it's still got a little bit of an edge, I'll say. So it's fine. And I actually got asked by somebody like, would you be okay with this being played at a youth club? And I was like, to be honest with you, yeah. Like as long as they're over 12, obviously. But like I think it's okay in that sort of sense, isn't
Definitely. My kids play it
Right, yeah.
at my youth club.
it? Yeah. But we're gonna do we're actually going to film it just after this, but we're actually going to have a comparison video between Fortnite and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. They are the two Battle Royale games that are clashing it out at the moment. So if you want to check that out, that's going to be going... That's actually will be up already. It'll be up before this, before the show. But yeah, we're going to sort of decide which one is the better port and like which one you should play the most.
Definitely.
But yeah, really cool. So thanks for that review, Jodie. I agree.
Anytime.
I pretty much agree with all of it. I actually haven't. I've only experienced the door not opening once. Every other time it's been okay.
No, it's every game that I played. A door won't
Cool.
open.
But I think that the thing I really like about that these two games have come out, I feel like they've just like pushed mobile gaming way higher. You know what I mean? I feel like people are going to attempt bigger games now, which I'm excited about.
Definitely.
That's really cool. Okay, so that's been reviews of the week. We're going to go to our final section, which is topic of the week. So we will go right now.
Topic of the week.
That's the weirdest transition I've ever done. Welcome back. It is time for topic of the week. So the topic this week, I thought it'd be really cool to talk about how much time we spend actually playing games. So we've actually talked about that this week. We've barely been able to have time to do anything. Sometimes we have more time. But the kind of question is, when is too much too much? So gaming, like, we're Christians, we game, so we clearly think it's okay. So we kind of want to work out how much time is the right amount of time to spend on games. Can you play games too much? So Jodie, give me your thoughts first. Let's talk about first. Tell me like what time of the day do you usually play the most? How much do you usually play? And we'll go from there.
Okay. Time of the day is normally an evening.
Okay.
And we're talking from like 6 o'clock onwards.
Okay.
That's when I'm more active on a game. How much time I play it would be depending on the game. Like I could play for up to 4 or 5 hours a night.
Yeah.
And not know where the time's gone.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Was that the second question? I can't remember.
You've done both of them in one.
Okay.
Because it was what time and how much, and you kind of didn't.
Oh, there you go.
So that's good. So my life is far more chaotic than that. That sounds like a dream to just have an evening out all the time. I am in the boat. Like I'm super busy, like all the time. Most day, like I obviously we both work like full time basically as well. But then obviously doing the show and things like that and the YouTube stuff can't do as much. So I'm kind of like a bit more all over the place. So that's why I go on about the Switch so much because it's perfect for me because I can just pick it up, have a quick half an hour, and then put it down and go and do something else. So I would say mostly in the evening as well. That's mostly when I play. But I kind of try and just pick up a bit of extra time here, there.
Yeah.
So before the Switch, I was struggling to really play like bigger story-driven games and things like that. But as soon as I got the Switch, like I've easily put like 150 hours into Zelda now, which there's just no other way I could have done that because I just can't be sat in front of a TV for ages. So I would say, on average, I probably, like, on a week where it's not been as busy as this week, I would probably spend at least 2 to 3 hours a day playing, I reckon. Something like that is probably an average for me. But then obviously there's just some days. That's not like every day. We usually work evenings in our jobs as well.
Yeah.
So there's probably like 2 or 3 days where we actually don't get to play at all. So Jodie, so for people who are at home, I remember when I was a kid, I played stupid amounts.
Yeah.
How much, like, if you were giving advice to somebody now who was like, even if they're just getting started in playing games and stuff, like, we all know that like relaxing, letting your mind shut off sometimes is good, but how much of that, in your opinion, is too much? Like, where do you draw the line?
I think after 3 hours, you need to draw the line, especially if you're doing it daily.
Is that in like one go, or do you mean in total?
Like in one go.
Okay.
Like, because it's like me, I can go home if I'm not working in the evening. I can go home, be home by like 6 o'clock, and I'll go to like 10, 11 at night. And by the end of it, I'm more tired. Like, apparently you get more tired, but like I think 3 hours, and make sure that you're having breaks in between. Because in between that, I've made food, I've done different things. So I think that's how I'll spread it out more. But yeah, just make time to have a break in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So for me, it's very circumstantial, I'll say. So it's not like I can go, okay, you get a maximum of 15 hours a week, and that's it. I think, so the first thing I'd say is, like, obviously we're CGN, the Christian Gaming Network, so we're obviously Christians. So if you're a Christian watching this, I mean, obviously some of you aren't Christians, so this is kind of irrelevant for you, I guess, or you can be, like, it doesn't have to be. But for us, obviously, we would say that the number one important thing is your relationship with God, isn't it? So,
yeah, definitely.
like, the point where it's getting too much is when that's impacting on that time. Like, we know that you've got to spend time every day, like reading your Bible, praying, things like that. So if you're just like playing games in every single minute of your free time and you're not spending any time on that, then that's not good. That's not healthy. No. But I don't even think you have to be a Christian to kind of have that similar sort of thing. Like, if literally you're just coming home playing games all the time, going to sleep, going to work, coming home playing, you know, I mean, that's not healthy either. And I don't think anybody would agree that that's healthy. So there needs to be a good balance, and you need to not let it take over so much that you literally stop, like, seeing your friends or hanging out. Like, talking to your friends over the PlayStation Network is not the same as actually being around other people. You know what I mean? So that's the first thing. The second thing is actually something that I've tried to do less now, and it's hard having a Switch because you can do this, is like playing games right up to the moment you go to sleep. Because that, like, scientifically, that makes it hard, because it makes your brain so active. It's not like watching TV where you can kind of really shut off. Like, playing a game, you're using loads of parts of your brain, and like, it's actually waking you up more. And that's the thing for people who are like, oh, you're dead lazy playing games. Actually, playing games is very a mental exercise a lot of the time. So I definitely recommend, like, I've tried to play it less, because obviously with the Switch I can just sit there in bed and just go wee all night. But I've tried to do that less, and actually it's actually helped me sleep way better. So there's that as well. But yeah, I just say the main thing is you've got to look at your weekly schedule and go, okay, I need to make sure I've got time for this, like family. Need to have time for friends. I need to make sure I have time for work. You need to make sure, if you're in school, time to do your homework, things like that. and not let games take over every single part of your life, because then that's where it's dangerous. And for parents, I know parents can get like really like what do I do about my kids like going on it so much. Again, like on the Switch and stuff, the Switch has amazing, like an absolutely incredible parental controls app, and you can literally set how much time somebody can have on games. But as a young person and somebody who, you know, had a mum my mum and dad who would be like, don't be on those games all the time, I can say, don't be a douche, right? And I know Americans are going to get upset that I just used the word douche. In the UK, douche is okay. So don't be a douche. Let your kids actually play something. Like 2 hours is an okay amount of time, you know what I mean? So don't be like, you get 20 minutes on Mario Kart and then that's it for the day. Like, they'll be devastated with that. Let your kids have a bit of fun, but don't let them just sit on it all day. That's when you get a problem.
Yeah,
so I'd say is you need to make an agreement with your kid and say, look, we're going to say that you get 2 hours a day, or an hour a day, or however much you agree. If you have a Switch, you can literally set that for them and it will just shut off after 2 hours. But you can do similar things on the PlayStation and stuff. But just make an agreement with your kid and just be like, this is what we're going to do, so they understand. You know what I mean?
And it gives them a bit of responsibility to get off.
Absolutely,
off the console at the right time.
So that's kind of, but then explain why, all the reasons we've just given about why it's important not to just spend all your life on it, you know. But you know, at the end of the day, video games is a hobby as well, and just because I think sometimes people don't get that gaming is a hobby just as much as playing with Lego is a hobby, just as much as it is going out playing baseball is a hobby. Like gaming is a hobby, and some people, that's just what some people like to do. That's my hobby, as we can see. Amiibos is my passion, but we'll get into that another time. But that's the thing, is it's just making sure that they understand that, you know, and you understand that games isn't
because it can be very dangerous, can't it? Because we had a kid who came to the youth club actually on Monday, and we were like, where have you been for the last like 3 weeks? And he's like, Fortnite. Like, literally that's all he'd done for 3 weeks. And he literally, like, he'd lost weight, he'd done, like, it just looked like he hadn't been sleeping, and we were like, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm just a bit tired. I'm like, you've been taking care of yourself? He's like, I've literally come in, played games, had a bit of food and gone to bed. I'm just like, you're gonna kill yourself, kid.
Well, there was actually somebody in China, wasn't there, who was playing League of Legends, and he literally played it for like 4 or 5 days straight, and they found him dead in his room because he actually, like, his body shut down. Like, that's crazy to think, but that's how bad it can get, and it can be an addiction. Just like you can get addicted to anything at the end of the day, and games is no exception. So that's kind of our suggestions. Let us know what you think in the comments. I'd be really interested to hear if anybody else has got a different perspective. If you're like, nah, I want to spend 120 hours a week slaying foes or collecting box boy amiibos. But let us know if we've not been harsh enough, if you think that actually it should be reduced even more, or if games is the worst thing ever, in which case I'm like, why are you watching the show? But if you are, thanks for joining us anyway, and make sure you subscribe. So we hope you've enjoyed this Late Night Gaming Show episode 13. Like we said before, we have got loads of videos up online, so make sure you go and check out all that cool stuff. We've got so many funny videos. It's been a great week. And make sure you hit a like if you liked my joke at the start of the show. Put a dislike if you think that Jodie should get any points at all for anything. So we get no dislikes this week, Jodie. And make sure you hit that bell button as well, and it'll let you know when anything new that we put up comes out. It's pretty cool. So thanks for joining us, and we will see you very soon for episode 14, which will be in 1 week's time. Woo! See you later.